Hi guys, so today we're going to do a video on what you guys don't see coming in the future. If you watched one of my previous videos, I mentioned that some people might not be seeing something that's going to be coming. So I decided to do that for those people that had that reading. So the piles are group number 1 with the ant spirit, group number 2 with the groundhog spirit, group 3 with the chameleon, and group 4 with the dragonfly. So just take as much time as you need in order to pick the pile that speaks to you. And with that, I'll be getting into the first reading. Hi group 1, so I should flip for you off camera, and we're going to start with the tarot cards. So this is the first one that popped out. And so what this means is that someone, whether it's you or maybe you're meeting someone, is like a very fast-paced kind of a person. So there, for some of you, because this, what I did notice when I was looking through these cards is that there's many different messages. So I think there's a wide range of people here, but for some of you, you might be meeting someone that you didn't expect to meet. And they go really fast. Like they're kind of those people that like want to start dating you and then like, you know, or like, wow, I'm really attached to you, I really love you, like right off the bat. Not to scare any of you away, in case some of you are not as fast paced as that, but they go really fast regardless. So now another message that came through is the Ace of Blades in reverse. And this can talk about mixed feelings or mixed like messages in your head, right? So like maybe you're contemplating or debating something, right? And you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this, should I do this? What about this? What about, you know? And so I think that is what that one mostly means for some of you, but for some of you, it could also mean that maybe your partner is having this very different opinion than you do about something, or one of your friends maybe perhaps has a very different opinion to you, and you're going back and forth a lot. But because this popped out here, I'm going to assume it's more likely your new partner, if you are having a new partner, if that message is for you. The next card that popped out is the Warlock in reverse. So this can talk about lacking in confidence, which kind of makes me think about the back and forth, like not knowing what to do, kind of like lacking confidence, not really sure of yourself. It can also indicate keeping secrets or keeping lies, like not wanting to share. So maybe you don't want to share something with your partner, or maybe they don't want to share something with you. Maybe. But because they're going faster, I feel like you're probably more likely the person that does not want to share. You're like, oh, I want to hold everything in as much as possible, or oh, I'm very scared of this commitment. I mean, maybe some of you have commitment issues that would explain why you're so unsure of it, or you just don't know if this person is a good fit for you, or you're regretting or thinking about things. You're like, oh, I don't know about this, but maybe I should do this, you know. So maybe maybe some of you are really maybe some of you had bad relationships in the past, and you're very skeptical of this new person that reminds you of someone. The next card that popped out was the Warrior. So what this kind of reminds me of, it almost reminds me of the Strength card in a way, and it makes me think about maybe some of you in the past had, again, really bad relationships, and you've gone through them and you've healed, or you're trying to heal, and maybe through this new connection that you have found, you're going to be able to heal better, or they're going to help you with time be able to open up and trust people again. But you have obviously fought a battle or two. I mean, if you can see that she has plenty of swords in the background, so it makes me feel like some of you have fought many different battles in the past, from relationships or from really bad encounters with different men or women. The next card that popped out was the Ace of Rings in reverse. And this actually talks about failure. So what I think about this is like maybe like this is like a failure from a past relationship. Like you're like, you feel like you have failed, or you didn't do as well as you should have, or maybe it wasn't a very good relationship, and you're like, oh, that relationship really, that did really badly for me. And some of you might have even blamed yourselves. Like I'm getting that message here, that some of you, even though something horrible happened to you through this connection or maybe past connection, some of you blamed yourselves. You're like, well, if I didn't do that, or if I didn't say that, then that never would have happened, and he wouldn't have, or she wouldn't have gone off on me. And I think it's very important to note that it is not your fault. You know, whatever happened, it is not your fault. The soldiers popped out. So this talks about change. It talks about, obviously this is like, you know, what is happening, and so obviously it's going to be a big change, but to me, like, this also talks, because it's like soldiers, it makes me think about the warrior as well. Like, it's a big change, and you still feel like you're still fighting. Like, you feel like you still have to keep. So the way I see it is like that this person, that you still feel like going into this relationship that you have to keep fighting, that you're still in this battle, you're still this warrior, right? And you're not. You don't have to keep fighting. You have to fight this person. This person that's coming into your life isn't here to harm you or hurt you in any way, but you still have that residual, like, that residual, like, fight in you, and you're still, like, thinking, okay, I have to keep going, I have to keep fighting, and it's like, it's okay. You don't have to keep fighting. You don't have to have your armor on. You can take it off and be vulnerable with this person. And then the Four of Rings popped out. So this talks about kind of like almost like fixing something, or like maybe like this this connection, right? Like you're fixing your past issues, your past you're healing, you're fixing yourself, right? Like you're coming together to heal, I mean, for them to heal you. But I'm sure this person might have other issues and traumas as well. I don't really see anything right now, but they could, and so you might be healing each other, which would be really beneficial to both of you and cute. That's what I'm getting for the tarot, so I'm going to do the oracle cards now. It's time to take action, right? So the way I see this is like maybe it's time to be brave, to do something big, and to be, you know, bold, and like regardless of whoever starts this connection, like you should definitely continue to be bold in this relationship, and to go out of your comfort zone, and to try and slowly open up and show this person the real you, and scars and all. Okay, so this popped out in reverse. Be bold and make the first move. So the way that I see this is it makes me feel like maybe the other person is coming in to making the first move. Maybe they're seeing you and they're like, oh, I really want to talk to them. They seem cool or beautiful or handsome. And they start talking to you first. So that's the way that I see it, because it popped out in reverse. Now, nothing I will call in the situation popped out in reverse as well, which makes me think that obviously the situation is a very big one, and big things are going to be happening, and it's going to be very helpful to you if you choose to allow yourself to heal. Don't let the past hold you back, right? So this, again, reminds me of the past trauma and how it's trying to hold you back from this connection, this romantic intimacy, and it's obviously saying, you know, don't let that be the reason that things don't progress very well in your relationship, you know. Try and be open. And that thing is yet set in stone. So, yes, this relationship can be very healing, but it's like it's not going to work if you don't open up, if you don't allow it to work. Obviously, so that's basically what I'm getting from that is like it can work and it can be great, or nothing can come in the solution, right? Like it's not going to work if you both don't put forth the effort to make it work, which I feel like is very true with every relationship. But your commitment is being tested. So I feel like this is talking about like your your commitment either to this person, maybe like some of you want to back out maybe, or you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to be in this relationship because what if I get hurt? And I feel like that's probably what the commitment is just like, it's being tested, like, can you work with your emotions? Can you strive to be comfortable with this person, and not back away when things get hard or when things freak you out a little bit? And the last one is it's time to collaborate. So again, this is kind of like talks just about like you and another person getting together to make something happen, right? For me, it feels like this is just you and this other person that's coming into your life, coming together to heal, right? That's your collaboration. You're healing together, it feels like. Now, I'm not sure, again, I don't know what's happening with this other person, what they need to heal, because this reading was about you specifically. But if you're interested in what they need to heal, what they need to work on, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what you feel about this, or what you think about this reading. I hope you guys liked it. If you want to, please leave a like and subscribe before you go. Bye, number 1. Hi, group 2. So I pre-shuffle for you guys off camera, so we're going to get into the tarot first. The first one that popped out is the Knight of Steles in reverse. So this means that this person, someone, either you or maybe someone else that you have a relationship with, knows like they're doing something wrong, but they can't help themselves and they just keep doing it. Like the people that like, oh, I know I shouldn't be eating this, but I'm gonna eat it anyway because I just, like something like that. Like, I'm not sure exactly what it is that they know they're doing wrong, but they're doing something wrong and they know they should stop, but they just can't help it. They're like, oh, I have to keep doing it. Maybe it tastes good, maybe it's like it just feels right. I don't know what this is, but yeah. So this card that popped out is the 10 of Runes. The first thing that comes to mind is like a breakup, right? So I'm not sure if some of you guys are dating someone, but for those of you that are dating someone, it feels to me that one of the people in the relationship, whether it's you or the person you're dating, is doing something really wrong in the relationship. Maybe they're cheating, or they're doing something else that they know they shouldn't be doing in this relationship, and it seems that the other person finds out or gets really mad, and there's like a breakup or a separation. For those of you that are not dating someone, this could mean that you are maybe doing something wrong that you shouldn't be doing in your work. You're like, oh, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I am, and something goes wrong in your work, and maybe like you get reprimanded or something like that as well. That can also happen. Or what it could mean is that if some of you aren't dating someone right now, maybe in the future you end up dating someone, or this could be like the next relationship, right? Like where something goes wrong and someone is, So the 4 of Blades in reverse, this talks about like a speedy recovery. So the way that I'm seeing this is like the person, whoever is probably doing the bad thing or the cheating thing or whatever they're doing, whoever is doing that, it seems to me like they recover quickly. Like they're like, okay, yes, we broke up, but I'm okay with it. Because I guess something was wrong in the relationship prior, and they just did not explain it to you, or they, like sometimes like when people cheat, there's a reason, but they don't ever open their mouths, and then they decide to do that instead, even though they should be talking more. So I feel like this person might not have opened their mouth like they should have, but they're recovering quickly. So this is such a sad reading, I'm sorry guys. So Julian, which is the artist, this kind of talks about like dad energy. So I'm not sure if some of you have kids or are married, but this kind of talks about like a person in the relationship who is like constantly like wanting to like take care of you, right? or maybe like one of you is like constantly like wanting to take care of the other person, or it's like they're taking care of kids if there are kids. Maybe this person works with kids and like that's why they have that energy, or maybe you do. But it seems like maybe when things were going well, or maybe when things were going well, maybe one of you or was very like caring like that, or maybe one of you did not realize, the person that wasn't like doing the bad thing, whatever it was, did not realize this, and they still continue to want to like protect their significant other and like are really like caring in that regard. And the last one that popped out is the changeling. So this kind of talks about like two different sides. So this kind of reminds me of this card in a way where it feels like this person is like thinking like, I know I should not be cheating, or I know I should not be doing this thing because I know my partner's gonna get really upset that I'm doing this. And that's like one of the animals, and the other animals like telling him like, yeah, but I really want to do this, or I'm gonna do this because of whatever reason, you know, like it's like kind of like fighting back and forth in their head. This duality of like, I know I shouldn't, but I really want to. Let's check the oracle cards. So have faith in your dreams. So I think that's what this is talking about, is maybe what this could mean is that either you break up and then you come back together, like you heal, or you find out whatever it is and you work on it together after. Or it could just mean like, okay, yes, this happened, but you don't have to like lose faith in love, and you can still find an amazing person who will take care of you, and who you will take care of and love. And confidence is key to success. So this one makes me think of like just like the confidence, or like the ability to just kind of speak about what the problem is, like, and talk it out. Like sometimes I feel like in relationships people want to hold back and they don't want to burden you with like, okay, well, this is what's really bothering me, and I feel like this is like saying like, hey, like this is like a really good thing to talk about, because you don't want this to completely ruin the whole relationship and for you to break up. I mean, some of you might work it out and not break up, and then others just are like, no, I'm gonna cut my losses and break up and move on. I think it's more divided than I realized. Luck is on your side. So this makes me think that maybe perhaps this relationship is still fixable. Maybe your luck is like you're able to fix this relationship, and it's going to be okay, and you guys are going to be really happy in future. Or maybe it's like luck's on your side, like after this relationship is over, you quickly cover, right? Maybe you're the one who covers if you are not the one that cheats, and maybe you're like, wow, I didn't realize how much this relationship really burdened me, and now you're like out there and you're happy, and you're feeling lucky, and like and all these like little small blessings are happening to you because you got rid of this negative energy, or this thing in your life that you need to shed. Your dreams need a practical plan. So maybe again, like if in future, I think maybe when it comes to relationships, whether it's this one that you're working on or not, it needs to like be practical, right? Like you're like, okay, well, if I'm going to try and fix this relationship, right, I need to think about logically, like what can we do to fix it? How long do we think this is going to take? You know, like logically, like if you really want to hold on to this person, it's important to know that you need to be like smart about it. Like if you notice that you're not feeling very happy, or you're starting to feel like drained from this relationship from trying to fix it, you just practically or logically you need to let this go, or in the future relationships as well, if this is like something that comes up to you future wise, if you're not dating someone, or just like if this happens again in other relationships, like maybe if you're the one doing the thing and that's your scapegoat, like, okay, well, I'm gonna self-sabotage this relationship, right? Like maybe you need to think like practically and smart about the way you're doing this, and how you approach the situation in the future. Work through your fears. So this one I always get pops out whenever you're having something like that you need to heal about. And obviously this relationship, I feel like both parties need to heal in some way, regardless of, how much healing they need to do. And so I feel like you need to, work through, some of you might need to work through your fears of, like, commitment. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why you cheated or you did something bad, because you're afraid of commitment, or the other person is afraid of commitment, and that's what they have to work on. It could also be, like, you're now afraid to start a new relationship because of what happened, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't want the same thing to happen again. And it's important to not hold back your life because of these fears, and you need to work through them and to heal. For those of you, obviously, that don't heal quickly, because some of you do and some of you don't, you need to make sure that you are healed completely, or for the most part, before you put yourself back out there, because otherwise it's probably going to be a repeat of what just happened. A new romantic cycle begins. So I think this is another confirmation that most of you are probably ending this relationship, and you're going to start a new romantic cycle, and you're going to heal first, regardless of how fast it takes for you to heal, and then you're going to be able to move on and start this new relationship that is hopefully better for you. And yeah, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of this relationship. So I think for all those who want to hold on, I'm getting a strong message that you really should not be holding on to this relationship. It's not going to work out in your favor. It's better if you just take this relationship and learn from its experience and be able to move on. Well, that is your reading, group number 2. I hope that you are able to feel better and to have that luck and have a better new relationship after this. And I hope that the next reading that I give you is better. So please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, group number 2. Hi, group 3. So I pre-shuffle for you guys off camera, so delaying, I'm going to get into the tarot. This is the 9 of Rings in reverse. So this can kind of talk about like negative thoughts or feelings like kind of circling in your head a lot, like kind of like I'm not good enough, and like just lacking in self-confidence and feeling bad a lot, and like not like just kind of like putting yourself down a lot. I'm getting that kind of energy from this one. The 3 of Wands in reverse, it almost feels like kind of like, you know, like how like they're all like hugging like and kind of like getting close. It almost feels like kind of like you feel kind of suffocated, or you feel like things are kind of like spiraling out of control almost, and you're just like you can't breathe, and then you're like so like I'm getting like a lot of anxiety and kind of like depressed thoughts from like the 2 first initial cards. The 9 of Stellius talks about like these like anxieties or like things that are keeping you up at night, and so you're having a hard time sleeping. And obviously if you're having a hard time sleeping, that's going to affect the way that you are like perceiving the world and everything that's happening around you as well. But it seems like you're having like a lot of sleeping problems, like your thoughts just keep like replaying in your mind over and over again, and you just can't get to a solution, or you can't just seem to figure out and feel better. This again talks a little bit about like lacking in your confidence, but it can also talk about greed in a way. Like you're like, oh, I really wish, I don't know, like this is like just an example, but like I really wish that the pandemic was over, or I really wish that, you know, I had more money, you know, or I had a significant other, or I really want this, and you just kind of want things, but you're not like this actually kind of also can talk about not willing to be put forth the work. So maybe some of you are kind of like dreamers in a way, and you just keep thinking like, oh, I really wish I want this, or I really wish I had this, I really wish that I could just get this, and kind of like think yourself into getting something, or manifest your way into getting something. But like, you know, by doing that and not like going out there and trying your best to get it, it seems that you're end up having a lot of thoughts in your head, and you're just developing this huge like anxiety about things, or kind of like feeling sad that you're not getting all these things that you wish that you had. This kind of like, again, it talks about like the end of something, like something coming to an end, right? So like maybe you had a really good like you were like really happy or confident for a while, and now you're starting to get really insecure. I'm not really sure if that's what's happening, but it does feel like that. Like these insecurities are very new to you, and you're not used to being very insecure about anything, and so that seems to be like what is new coming into your life. And for me, like what I recommend with my insecurities, because I mean, sometimes feel insecure about things, that I feel like you would benefit almost from just trying to get out like of the house, right? Maybe just get out of the house, take a walk around the block, get some fresh air, come back, like clear your head, because it feels like your head is very clouded with lots of thoughts. Maybe just doing that will help. Maybe some of you are having a hard time getting out of the house because you're kind of stuck in this quarantine, and maybe that's messing with you, and that's why you're having all these negative thoughts. But it's just an assumption. So personal issue reaches a resolution. So it seems like maybe you had a personal issue. Maybe like the reason that you're having all these anxieties and like kind of like negative thoughts is because something happened with you and someone else, or yeah, I mean, like I feel like it's like with you and some other person, you had like some kind of an issue or a fight maybe, or maybe you know something that happened to a family member, and and it affects you personally, and you're feeling sad about it, and that's negatively impacting your mental health. A fiery climax approaches. So this kind of just like indicates like it's like this isn't something that kind of will just go away. It's like a really big like fallout to do. So if you like maybe at the end of this like this like negative cycle that you're gonna have, it feels like you're going to kind of like maybe just start yelling and like kind of implode, like get all your anger and frustrations out and just like yell. Maybe get like a punching bag and just start punching away all your emotions and feelings. I'm feeling like some of you are just like, I'm just so done. I hate, being stuck in, and I'm like losing it, and I'm very extroverted and I want out, I feel like that's for some of you. Not everyone is extroverted, but I feel like maybe that's part of the issue as well, as like you're just like so stuck in and closed in on yourself. A time to give rather than to take. So this actually means to give to yourself. So maybe some of you were kind of running dry, like you're giving to other family members. Maybe you have like to take care of different family members. Maybe you're or just like you're in a very giving job. Maybe you do something that helps a lot of people, but you go at home and you continue to want to help everyone else, and you're not like allowing yourself to heal and to relax. And it's like and because you're not allowing yourself that break, it feels like your brain is starting to like be like, oh my god, I'm feeling so low, I can't sleep, and I'm so tired, and just thinking about all these worries you have maybe about your career or about your family, and you're not allowing yourself to just like relax. I feel like some of you are having a hard time just like breathing and relaxing, and like kind of and you're like, well, why does everyone else have the ability to just sit there and to watch TV and to like let your stress go and your mind think about random things, and I can't do that. And I feel like some of you might be like upset, like, oh, I'm so jealous of them. Yeah, you're good enough. So it's always important to note that you are good enough. I know that some of you are telling yourself that you're not good enough. Maybe you feel like you should be doing more for the community that you're doing, or maybe you should be doing more for your job, or you need to be doing this or that, or you need to be this person, and you're have such a high expectation of yourself that in turn it's actually making you feel so much worse about yourself, because you're maybe trying to perfect something, or you're trying to you're just trying really hard and you just can't let things go. And I think it's very important for you to just kind of relax. So this came out in reverse. It makes me think that maybe this obviously is going to happen. You need that break. Like, there's no way of getting around it. You are going to either implode or start like yelling at people, or just completely lose it, or are you going to take that time away from that stress and just let yourself relax, let yourself heal. Sometimes listening to chakra, healing chakra videos will help, sometimes when you go to bed, it just feels rejuvenating, or maybe you need a nice bath, or maybe get your nails done, or if you're a girl, or just do something like that, makes you feel relaxed, right? I know some people like putting on makeup, and even if you're not going out of the house, just do it just to make yourself feel better. Obviously, for the guys that are watching this, you're most likely not gonna want to put on makeup, but whatever makes you feel better about yourself and helps you relax. Maybe you like to do sports, girls or guys, I don't know, and you want to do that for yourself, and you just go out and I don't know, kick a soccer ball around your neighborhood, or not your neighbor, your backyard, if you have a backyard. I don't know, just something for you, because you need that break, and there's no way of getting around that. Be bold and make the first move. So yeah, don't wait for other people to be like, are you okay? You need to make the first move. You need to make yourself stop doing that. Don't let everyone else kind of notice that this is a thing that's upsetting you, and you just take a step back before it gets out of hand. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So it's in reverse, which makes sense because it's the beginning of a tough cycle is approaching you. You're starting into this tough cycle. But as long as you take care of yourself, you'll get back out there at the other end. And your hard work is paying off in reverse, right? So you're going to have, if you continue to help yourself, your hard work will pay off. And you will feel better if you continue to just let yourself relax. So this one pops out, and it's act as if, right? So it feels to me this is kind of saying you're putting on a show, you're putting on a mask, right, with everyone around you currently, and you're like, oh, I'm fine, I feel that strongly. And I feel because it's in reverse, it's telling you okay, don't put on a mask, don't pretend everything is fine, don't go out there and oh, everything is great, I'm so happy all the time. We know you're not happy, don't pretend like you are. It's not gonna go well. So claim your independence also came out in reverse, but I feel this is kind of just talking about how you have to take time away, right? You need to take time away from everyone else. But maybe because it came out in reverse, it makes me think that maybe you need to talk to someone. Maybe you're not talking to all of your friends or your family right now, and maybe you just need to, even if you're wearing a mask, if some of you feel very uncomfortable being people and you're not wearing a mask, that's fine. Go out and meet someone and wear a mask, or don't if you're more comfortable and you want to go to someone's house. But I feel you might need just to get out and talk to your friends or family, because maybe that's how you relax. That's why you don't want to claim your independence. You want to be around someone. You want to be with them, and you don't want to be kind of by yourself. You want to heal with someone else. And then sing your own songs. The way that I take this is you don't have to tell everyone all the time your truth, maybe, or maybe you don't want to tell everyone what's going on, and you can just kind of be more introverted about it. You can just be yeah, I'm just taking a little break, and then say nothing more, because it's in reverse. It makes me think that you're just kind of you don't want to talk about it, or you're not going to talk about it, but you're still going to allow yourself to relax. Maybe you just you don't want to you're like, oh, this isn't their problem, they don't need to know about that kind of a vibe. You know, like there's like this song that I actually was like singing just by like I shuffled these cards and I started like my brain started telling me like this song. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of the song "Smother" by Daughter, but if you haven't, or if you have, I recommend like listening to that song, because for some reason that keeps popping up in my mind throughout this reading and when I was shuffling. So I feel like it's very important to some of you who are watching. With that being said, that is the end of this video for you guys. I hope you liked or felt like yeah, that relates to me. Like I am working harder, you know. And if you have any videos that you want me to do, as always, please let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want to talk about how this resonated with you, that's great as well. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Hi, group number 4. So I shuffle for you guys off camera. Just gonna quickly go into the chair. So the first card that popped out was the Queen of Blades in reverse. So this can indicate that there might be a person in your life currently who is kind of like falling or like having like this negative energy, like something's going on in their life, and they might be trying ultimately bring you down with them, and feeling like you kind of like you don't want to like let this person go because you care with them, but they are falling, and so it's kind of like so warning, like, you know, don't let their negative energies and their issues kind of bring you down with them. I mean, sure, go ahead and help, but like if you can, but if it's going to bother you, I wouldn't like try and I try to take a step back if you need to. The Three of Runes in reverse. So this kind of like talks about an energy that kind of like feels like someone thing or someone enveloping you or like surrounding you or and it's like a negative like energy, so almost like maybe like this person, like your friend or significant other or someone in your life like is like kind of like clinging to you almost like for dear life, like they trust you to help them, and they trust you to be like this light in their life, and they're like, oh, please help me, please save me, and ultimately it's kind of like bring your energy down, and you're kind of like feeling almost like kind of, I want to say like lost, or like you start to like second guess yourself maybe, or like you're starting to like feel like, oh, I'm feeling this negative energy too now, and now I'm feeling like, you know, upset myself, and like kind of like the not self-confident, or just like kind of like fully and completely down, I guess. So the Creator in reverse. So this like talks about like opportunities that you have that you can very well like go out and get, but for whatever reason you're kind of like you're missing all these opportunities. Like you're like, wow, these I could be doing this, or I could be doing this, or I could be doing this, but instead I'm kind of like I'm missing all these opportunities. Like these amazing things are all coming my way, and I'm missing them. Maybe it's because of this negative energy, maybe because you're trying to help your friend or your partner out, and you don't want them to sink, so you're letting away your opportunities go. The Warlock in reverse. So again, this talks kind of like about like opportunities that you can get that are kind of like passed up, and it kind of like talks about like this lacking of self-confidence, and like being down on yourself about a lot of things, and almost like you want to get the rewards of these opportunities, but you don't want to put forth the effort or the work. You're like, wow, I really wish I could have that, but I can't, and because I can't, I just kind of want the end result almost. Page of Runes. So this card actually, so the way that I'm taking this is I feel like some of these opportunities that you can have are like coming out, like so the next like 4 like things like are opportunities that can come your way if you choose to allow them to come in, and if you choose to not allow this person who is like having this negative energy to bring you down with them. And this is like a really happy card as well. It like talks about either a new relationship, maybe you're getting into a new dating person, maybe this person is like your friend, like, right, that's bringing you down, or like a family member, and like this is like a new significant other, right, who's coming into your life, and is bringing all this light and joy into it. Or it's like someone who you're currently dating, but your relationship is getting more advanced, you're taking a next step. So maybe you're becoming more committed, and you're like, well, maybe we want to, I don't know, get a dog, right? And you're like, okay, let's start with a dog. Some of you might even be getting kids or getting pregnant during this time as well. That is an opportunity for some of you. Now, not every one of you is going to get pregnant. I just want to say that not all of you are going to get pregnant, but for some of you might be getting pregnant. If you allow yourself to have this like opportunity, and some of you, it could just be like a small like new step, like let's now we're going to move on to the next stage. We're going to do like something, maybe it's really just like go out together. Like, I haven't gone out with you in so long since like the pandemic started, and it's like a small like step forward, but it is a step forward. So it's either like, if you're currently dating someone, it's a step forward. If you're not, then it's a new relationship that can come from if you choose to allow it into your life. This talks about a balance in your relationship as well. So maybe like your relationship, your significant other that you come into your life, or that you currently have, you're not really fighting. You're very like strain free. And I'm feeling like maybe if you choose to help out this friend, and then even when you shouldn't, like maybe like this, like at first you help them out, and then all of a sudden like you realize, okay, I need to take a step back, and you find yourself like feeling guilty, like, well, I really should be kind to my friend. But like, you shouldn't feel guilty, because if you need to take a step back, if it's harming you, if it's harming your energies, then it feels like it's going to bleed into your love life as well, into your other relationships, and maybe you're going to start fighting more if you allow yourself to not take that step back. But if you choose to take that step back, if you choose to allow this opportunity, you won't be fighting, and you'll be like really happy and at peace. This also, for some of you, not all of you, but it can indicate that you're going to have something about like a law, or going to like a court setting. I'm not sure if some of you have that as a job, or what that is about. Now, again, that's not for all of you. It is like a small amount of you that might need that message, but yeah. The next card that popped out is the 8 of Steles. So this card indicates this kind of like feeling of like blissful happiness in a relationship, or just like throughout, I guess, your life. Now this can indicate that maybe you're obviously like in the picture, like they're very comfortable with each other, they're very like relaxed. So maybe even just like if you choose to allow this opportunity into your life, you can just feel like really relaxed and kind of like happy and at peace with yourself and the people that you surround yourself with. But other than that, it's like the same kind of thing over again. And then this one talks about like your emotional well-being. So it kind of like indicates that maybe you're very like emotionally well, like your emotions are in check, like you aren't like really upset or sad, because you weren't prior. I mean, if you allow yourself to be. And then this can also indicate like a mother-like energy. So again, like for those of you that are trying to have kids, you might be having kids, because this can indicate a motherly energy. It can talk about maybe like you wanting to help and protect your significant other as well. It could be like people in your life that you choose to love and let in. you're kind of like that friend or that girlfriend or boyfriend that is constantly trying to protect and save like the people around you. You're like, oh, no one hurts this person, you know, I love this person, no one's gonna hurt them, no one's gonna walk on you, I'm gonna always have your back kind of energy as well. So I feel like it's like kind of like you're going to maybe you take that step back, you allow yourself to have that happiness with your significant other, and then you come back to that friend that needs you and you're like, okay, no one hurts my best friend, no one hurts my family member, I've got you now, I am feeling stronger, I took some time apart and now I'm back here to help you, I didn't abandon you, I just need you to know that kind of energy. I'm getting that. Be bold and make the first move. So I think it's like indicating maybe you're making the move to in your relationship with your significant other, like, okay, now I think I want to take a step forward, and you're the one who asks that. It can also indicate like maybe you're the one who just comes up to your friend and you're like, okay, I'm sorry, took a break, and you're like, you're bold and you're going up to them instead of waiting for them to like message you or ask you what happened. So the end of a tough cycle approaches, but it's in reverse. I think this is just talking about the fact that your friend is having a tough time, and so it's starting now, right? Like it's coming into your life, so it's like approaching now. Believe in the impossible. So this is like talks about like a once in a blue moon opportunity, right? So once in a lifetime opportunity. So I feel like maybe this can indicate the relationship that you're dating, like your kids. Like it's like a really big big commitment, and maybe you don't think you're ready, maybe you don't think it's the right time, but this is like kind of an indicator, like, yes, it's the right time for that new step, yes, it's the right time for the kids if you're having them. Maybe I feel like it has something to do with your romantic connection, but it's like something like you're never gonna get again, like it's like a once in a lifetime, like amazing, like opportunity kind of thing, you don't want to pass it up, and it's gonna give you like a lot of happiness. And yeah, this is the dog spirit. So be loyal to what you love. So this again talks about that loyal energy, that like no one hurts this person, I've got you, I've got your back, I'm gonna help you out. The dolphin, this and that are true. So I think that just kind of like indicates like, you know, whatever you choose to do, they're both okay. Like if you choose to just stay with your friend, help your friend out, and not focus on your romantic relationship, that is okay. If you choose to take a break from your friendship and then come back, that is also okay. Either way, it's going to be okay, and you're going to either path is okay. The dove spirit. So the dove is an indicator about love. As far as like a bird, it's also saying be at peace, and what kept coming up was like peace in relationship, peace in your relationship with your significant other. So I think that this is kind of like, again, like a little like indicator of like this love and romance that you're getting, if you choose to get the romance and the happiness you get from it. And this is truth transcends into illusion. I feel like this one talks about like this illusion, or this like idea that maybe there's only one right way to do things. Like there's only like truth is like accurate, like this is like fact, this is, you know, accurate. And it's not necessarily true. Like there isn't always just one way to do things. And I feel like as a society or a nation that we always want to do things like correctly, but there isn't a correct solution. So it's reiterating again, like whatever you choose to do, or whatever combination of the choices you choose to do, it's going to be great. It's going to be okay. It's going to be the right choice. There is no wrong choice. So that's it for you guys. Is reading group number 4. This is what's coming into your life. I hope this resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed what you heard. Please comment whatever you need to, what you might want to watch in the future, or how this resonated with you. Like and subscribe before you go. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.